Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
All right, happy Thursday, everyone. Let's talk about a cold front that's making its way through the northern half of the state this morning. And it did bring us some rain showers overnight and early this morning, starting up towards Cache Valley, working its way down through the Ogden Valley into the Salt Lake Valley. We still have a couple of spotty showers that are left over, and yes, a few snow showers did occur in some of the elevations above 7,500 feet in the Wasatch Back. But as we look at the radar now, you can see most of that rain has come to an end up and down the I-15 corridor, so we're not seeing any more rain falling from the sky, but watch out for a couple of damp roadways still left out there, a couple of spotty showers still left over around the Heber City area. But again, notice as you get into the mountains there in the western Uintas, we are still seeing a few snowflakes. We did have a few snowflakes falling from Alta over towards Solitude and Brighton about an hour ago, but a lot of that has now, of course, come to an end as well. So again, this was very brief, very quick moving system, and it didn't have a lot of moisture. The cold front now off to the east. The cooler air will be working in behind this front here as we get rid of the moisture, and that will start to bring us more changes as we go into the afternoon hours. So as we look at your futurecast, you can see, again, we're still keeping an eye on a little bit of that mountain snow over in the Uintas, and then a little bit of a light rain shower or two could make its way down towards portions of Utah County this morning. But again, most of the moisture quickly gets out of here by today, and by this afternoon, notice I think we're going to see a lot more in the way of some sunshine showing up out there across portions of the Beehive State as high pressure settles right on top of Utah here as we go into your Thursday afternoon. Now there's another weak little system that's going to try to skirt by the area as we go into your Friday. It'll bring us an increase in clouds, but I think this system will have less moisture than what the current system just had as it makes its way through. So not much more than a spotty shower to expected up towards Cache Valley and southwest Wyoming, and that'll be about it. Otherwise, it's all about just another high-pressure ridge building in as we get towards the weekend, and that's going to push the storm track way up into Canada again, which means we stay fairly quiet here across the Beehive State. Temperatures out there right now, 43 degrees in Logan. We've got 46 in Ogden, 49 in Emory. Good morning in Green River, a chilly 35 degrees there. 38 in Blanding. We've got temperatures, though, around 52 in St. George and 48 degrees currently in the Milford area. As we look at your forecast highs for today, you'll see northern Utah, those temperatures are not going to warm up much today from where they are. They're going to basically hover into the mid to upper 50s as we go throughout today. So definitely about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than what we saw the past couple of days when we were in the 70s. So you will notice it. Temperatures will likely climb in the 60s down across the south, and we may get into the low 70s around St. George this afternoon. Now, tomorrow, more of the same is expected to close out the week. Your Friday will feature highs only in the 50s across northern Utah, with 60s for the rest of us and a couple of low to mid 70s down towards St. George. The weekend forecast, if you've got any outside fall-like plans, whether you want to go to a corn maze or you just want to get out, maybe start doing some of the decorations outside, looking great with that fall-like weather. Sunshine, we'll call it flannel weather out there across the north with highs only in the 50s. Lows down into the 30s. St. George will see those temperatures in the 70s for highs with morning lows into the 40s. But don't get too used to the cooler conditions because we are going to be looking at a big ridge of high pressure that builds in and it centers itself basically over Utah. So we're going to be looking at above average temperatures returning as we go throughout most of next week. But if you're still wondering, are we still seeing signs of some wetter conditions here as we get towards about the next 10 to 15 days, and I do see that again as we get towards about November the 14th, 15th, and beyond, there are signs of a active, more wetter pattern, which could also lead to some cooler conditions. We'll see how it plays out, but that's the way the signs are still showing right now. That's our next best hope, right? St. George, temperatures in the 70s over the next 7 days with lows in the 40s. Yeah, it'll be a pretty nice stretch of weather with lots of sunshine. The Wasatch Front, morning showers with that front moving by. Otherwise, highs 10 to 15 degrees cooler, only in the 50s through the weekend. All right, let's get a check on your traffic this morning. As you get out the door, you'll be able to see here we are seeing things clearing up here. This is I-80 eastbound where we were watching that accident. Looks like things have been cleared up now, but also notice we are still tracking those damp roadways out there. So be aware of that as you make your way through the area. Seeing the same story here in the Sandy area right now on I-15. Some damp roadways, but notice no ponding on the roadways and the skies are already clearing. So overall, not a bad morning commute. Let's look at your traffic and weather. We'll send it back over to the news desk.